Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Down. Hey, hold on. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Hey, watch the slash. Watch the slash.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 11. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Wilson has it. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, read. Check, crunch. Sound. Switch gears.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check three.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, About 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Wilson's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 4. And this is caught. It's Parker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Looking to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Switch it. Come on,
80 weapons.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem to me.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch the pass.
Alert!
SOS.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, and unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Back to throw here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. Parker unable to get that one. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Protein spill.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
6-6. Pull it high. We got double up.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch the safety creep.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Matt Milano gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Single, slot. Hey,
2nd and 15. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Parker the intended target. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Under crush.
Check.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. To return is McKenzie. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack on first down, Allen. That's complete to Brown. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play callers.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go!
I don't think you got it, son. Mike 52.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
Check 25. Check 25.
Check.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Alert flare.
Alert.
Tighten up.
On the ground, it's Singletary. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll give this to Singletary running right. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
56.
Check.
49. Check 49.
Now a run with Singletary. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Choose the mic.
Alert!
He's not going to get me.
Go!
They'll run on first down. Singletary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Half 10.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
319. Hey, home.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
They run here with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Partner, this running back's having a heck of a day on the ground. He just keeps punching it in and rushing for touchdown after touchdown.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Makes the score Bills 31, Dolphins 3.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know it.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 99.
Sub. Shit.
Blue draw Corkers.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. All 52.
Hey, Delta. 61. Matchbox. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Set. Mike 50, Mike 50. All day, baby, all day, all day.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check it back, check it back.
To the air, Allen. And Diggs has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 4, check 4. 36.
Monday.
Out, 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 out.
They will run with Singletary. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Bills on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Check out route.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Here's Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second and 11 now. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. Hauschka's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Perry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On third down, it's Perry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Bills, They remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.